Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a two-part guest video from Demolition Hound showing off the Heavy Gundam before and after its recent set of buffs. He is here in space with Nexo Hunter, and yeah, Nexo is probably the player who is best at and enjoys space the most out of the group of friends I usually end up playing with. But yeah, Heavy Gundam is, of course, a support with a charging beam cannon on its shoulder and also a frame launcher, which incorporates a variety of weapons, including a Gatling and missile pod. And yeah, it's I've always enjoyed it. I'm kind of surprised it wound up needing buffs because it's not. I didn't think it was bad, but I'm not going to say no to them either. Yep, managed to stop that. I think it's a Riga Z custom. Not 100% sure because brain is bad. Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, that beam cannon just really packs a punch. I forget whether I think when it's charged it pierces. It either pierces or heavy staggers. I can't remember which. It's been a while since I played the heavy, so maybe that's why I don't think it needs any buffs because I haven't used it in a good hot minute. That said, though, yeah, a couple of good 4,400 point beam shots, and that mobile suit was out, and Demo picked off, I think, a Hyakushiki Kai of some sort. Yeah, that's really good damage. So, as I recall, Demo said he didn't wind up using the beam cannon quite as much in the after round. We'll find out in a few minutes, but also they did reduce the charge time necessary, and they did increase the damage for the charged shot. Doesn't seem like the charged shot is necessary at the moment, though, because, yeah, 4,400 an uncharged shot is pretty nice, honestly. Somebody's trying to take the point, so Demo is keeping an eye on it so that they don't get ambushed, hopefully. And, yeah, did not, so that is good. I like Nexo's blue and yellow Hyakushiki. That's a good color scheme. Still need to get the high grade of Harrison Madden's F91. Very similar colors. I always like them. But let's see, yeah, 149 per shot, and again, 243 per shot down there. And again, this is all before before the buffs that we'll be seeing the effects of in the second round. So yeah, so far looking really good. In case you didn't hear, this week's mobile suit is the Destiny Gundam, which I always like that design. Like, Destiny was, I think I said probably during the Gundam Seed Battle Destiny videos that, yeah, Gundam Seed Destiny was not a show I enjoyed as a show per se, but it had some of my favorite mechanical designs for Cosmic Era stuff. So, as I recall, the Destiny Gundam is more or less based off of Kunio Kawara's first draft of the Freedom Gundam. He kind of decided to take it another direction, but his first idea for it was basically along the lines of the Perfect Strike Gundam. It was something that had, the big sword, the big gun, and some other tricks built in, and wings. So, just like I said, very Perfect Strike Gundam-like, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Destiny started out as. We're also getting operator voice packs on PSN for Locus Klein and Mir Campbell, and there's a survey up because they're apparently going to do a gotcha in the future where you can get like some of the most requested custom parts. So they want you to vote. There's like a ranked choice vote for your top 5 most desired limited edition custom parts so far. So yeah, and also there is a blank for suggestions for those who want to, suggest things for the game. But yeah, that's on the official site. So yeah, if you click information at the top of any of the buff pages that I link to in all my video descriptions, you should find them there. Let's see, demos scoping in, and I hope I'm staying on the mic well enough. My back is a little stiff because I've been well, my brother wound up doing most of the work, but I have been getting all my stuff together as much as I can to move to a slightly larger room down the hall that used to be my dad's, but he's on the first floor for fewer stairs now. But yeah, gonna be nice to have more space, and boy, maybe I can consolidate the gunpla stacks a little bit. Good kick there. But yeah, so back is a little stiff, and I'm sitting at a weird angle to get the microphone exactly in front of my mouth. Should move the microphone. It does move, but, you know, brain. And also just, I'm in the middle of the recording now, and that's a lot of noise. So yeah, I'm not going to mess with that right now. But yeah, also, I know I'm posting this too late, and I apologize. I should have made mention of it before, but there has been a one-a-day free spin for various 4-star mobile suits, including the new Gundam FF and Sasbi FF, Gundam Delta Kai, and Zeku's Y, among others. I wound up getting the second level or third level, the Zeku's Y, whichever one I didn't have yet, and finally got the Sasbi FF. So I'm trying to remember if I have a request for that or not offhand. I don't know. I'll have to look at the list. But I did finally get it, and I'm looking forward to giving it a try. As always, you know, after I got it, there were no 700 queues for like hours in any direction. But yeah, the good news is I'm pretty sure, you know, having seen previous giveaways like that, they are probably also about to go into the recycle ticket store. So if you did miss the rolls or did not roll the one you wanted, hopefully that means that like Thursday they'll be up there. You know, fingers crossed. I doubt it'll be too much longer if they're not. Good shot there. But yeah, so I'd be honest, I forgot that we'd still have, you know, major updates coming this month after the Festival of Buffs last week, because I was honestly plenty satisfied with that. But yeah, I would not be sad to get the Destiny Gundam, but I do not have any tokens saved up as usual, so unless I get really lucky, I do not see it happening. And since my usual 4-star rolls are almost always repeats anymore, I'm not counting on anything. But yeah, looks like a fun time. Like I said, I do like the design. And let's see, 20 some seconds left. Demo's team definitely has it. Nexo is moving in to try and deal with something, and the Riguzi Custom tried to sneak up on Demo, but I don't think it quite worked out because the teammates behind him managed to stop it before anything major happened. Let's see. Yep, getting just missiles in while he can. And are they going to get it before time runs out? Not. Yes. Wow. Didn't think that shot was going to take. Very nice. Okay, yeah, so that was a good round. Let's take a look at scores. Yeah, same here, Nexo. That was a really good shot. Okay, 131,000 damage, 7235 out of 14,260. Very nice. And Nexo got top support. And what are we looking at here? 11 and 2. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's see how it does after the buffs. Okay. We are back with the post-buff. This is obviously a newer round because Demo is in his new color scheme. And yeah, like I said, I believe they increased the damage and the rate of fire on the Gatling. They gave it a system similar to that of the Pale Rider D2 and a couple other, and the Thunderbolt Agi, the general version, where if you swap between weapons attached to the frame launcher, it's faster than swapping to, say, the beam cannon to or from the beam cannon to the frame launcher or the saber or anything like that. So yeah, that's a good system. I like that. And yeah, they also gave it some new missiles, which they said were incendiary, but seem to be cluster fire from the icon. So those are basically my favorite type of missiles, because the incendiary damage isn't bad, but the like area explosion missiles tend to have more build stun, and of course easier to damage multiple things with. So yeah, especially when you're fighting in relatively tight quarters, like people coming up that ramp that's into the second level, the colony drop site, or the or anything like that. So okay, yeah, good damage from the missiles. Looks like decent damage from the Gatling. Okay, that's still just the missiles. Wow, that is good damage from those missiles. That is one down. And yeah, so far Demo's team doing very well. And we will see how this all goes ultimately. 6 minutes or so to go. Yeah. Tonight I was messing with the Zeta Plus A1, which was also buffed. It has aerial melee if you're using the Rizel beam rifle now. The bayonet downswing I think has damn words. Has aerial melee compatibility, so it's not a terrible thing. I do know its downswing is still with the twin sabers is still really strong, but yeah, I did say out loud Zeta plus A1, correct? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I always like that one. I still do. It's feeling pretty good. Also gave the Easy A to spin. Really do like the alternate fire mode for the Vulcans. Feels good. Stuns relatively quickly. Again, still didn't get a round I liked. Just man, I was not gelling with teams tonight. Just I was always, I was always like by myself against three enemies, or just the team was between me and the person I was trying to shoot down. It was just one of those things where just yeah, just we were not working together very well, and I'm sure that's as much on me as it is anybody else. Because just 6832 from a charged shot, nice. Yep, managed to take that suit down with a Gatling. This is the 600 cost. I think that's the same cost that Demo and Nexo were playing last round. Not 100% sure, but yeah, definitely 363 per shot. Nice. Yeah, this looks good. I got to give this a try myself at some point soon. Yeah, always did like the Heavy Gundam, and I like the design, and I like the and it was just like I said, I'm surprised it got buffed. As you can see, it does a ton of damage, but it is just one of those things. A lot of times, the statistics don't match your individual experience with things, because statistics are a much wider sample than what you're looking at for yourself. Good shot there, 5209. I think that was either type neutral or with disadvantage. Either way, very nice. And yeah, just it's doing very well, and I like the look of it. Ow, Burnham Jagan to the kneecaps, which yeah, I've had that a fair bit. It is a general, so it does a lot of melee damage though. So even being a general, it's not the healthiest thing for a support to be fighting. Okay, Zeta plus A1. Like I said, yeah, that thing's still pretty strong, and that was at range too. It does decent damage at range, but definitely better damage up close. Like I said, that melee downswing it has is still just absolutely lethal. But all that said, Demo's team's still doing very well, so things are in a pretty good position, and there's 3 minutes to go. Good finish there on that one. And time to words. Time to find something else to shoot at. That's it. Yeah. So, okay, yeah. I swear the standard missile pod has more ammo than it used to, too. Well, as usual, we'll be looking at all the buffs in the end, so that we'll be able to double check on that. But yeah, the enemy team's catching up somewhat, but still a decent lead for Demo and company. And that is okay. I'm not sure what that was. Might have been a Zeta plus A2, or some other general Zeta type suit, because Demo did have type advantage. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, really good damage on everything in front of him. And yeah, the rate of fire does seem to have gone up on the Gatling, which I really like. And there's the RF Goof, I think. Or is it something else with a heat rod? But I am not 100% sure. Oh, a Humberby. I was not expecting that. I forget whether that's been buffed in the last couple of months or not. I want to say it has, but I still haven't used it yet. It's been a long time since I used that. That's definitely another one kind of in the Zeta Plus A1 mold where just it does a lot of damage very quickly and is kind of fragile if people get their hands on it. So, and let's see. Yeah, about a minute left. Lead is being chipped away at, but is still maintained. And yeah, very close now though. They are within one suit of it, so we'll see. What are we? Okay, yeah. Minute left. Brain gone. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I would have made that shot too, trying to get a missile to just catch above the debris. I do that a lot, and I wish it worked more than it does for me. Let's see, some good, yeah, okay. Yeah, those missiles just do really good damage too. Yeah, there's somebody with low health. If they stick their head up, it is going to get chopped off, I think. But, yeah, until they, okay, yeah, somebody else I think got it, and so Demo's just throwing shots downfield because, yeah, that's the best thing to be doing in a support like this at the end of the round. Demo's team is pulling away a little bit again, so it's probably, yeah, it's safe to advance like this and see what kind of damage you can do with the time that's left. Ow. What damage you can do is occasionally someone else can be trying to get a shot and accidentally, graze you. But, the win was gotten, so I don't think that's a huge crime or anything. Yeah, Heavy Gundam looks like it's doing pretty well. Final score, 145,000 damage, top assist at 1,000, and 5 and 3. Not bad at all. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, so what got changed? Extra slots, one each in the 3 locations as usual. So it went from 10, 9, 13 to 11, 10, 14. Got the composite weapon optimization H skill, which is the one that gives it extra ready up speed when swapping between weapons in the frame launcher. Level 2 and up get versions of the composite high mobility combat system, which I still don't remember what that does. The frame launcher Gatling went from 110 damage per shot to 120, higher rate of fire, and it stuns more rapidly. Beam cannon only takes 2 seconds to charge now instead of 3. Power at level 1 is 2,500 a shot, up from 2,400. And the charged shot has been increased in power. The missile pod on the frame launcher, the power of the missiles went from 250 to 300, and the rate of fire is increased. The incendiary missiles are new, and I swear they do just a lot more damage, too. But I swear just the area of effect on that is really kind of strong. But in terms of statistics, Heavy Gundam at level 1 wasn't too far off the average. 450 average support does 50.6% win rate. It was at 48.1. Rival win rate was a little bit lower. 49.7 is the average for supports. It did 42.5. It's only about 5,000 off the average damage, 67.5 versus 62.1, and actually fewer MS losses. Again, one of those cases of, you can fight from way far away, but you can't do enough damage to really keep up. So, yeah, I'm sure, since mostly damage is what this got, and also, just the ability to swap between weapons faster and keep damage on, I think that will probably fix that. Level 2, 50.3 is the support average at 500. It was at 47.8 for wins. Rival win, 48.6 versus the Heavy Gundam's 41.6. Yeah, and the damage dropped off just really sharply here. 70k is the support average at 500, and it was doing 51. Not sure why that is. Could be that 500 is about when like heavy duty beam defense is what people start using a lot, and that beam cannon, of course, is at that point is not going to do as much. But just, yeah, whatever reason, it was that's where the damage drops off and does not really recover at the higher costs. Was spot on for the average MS loss at 500, 3.1 for supports. At level 3 at 550, it was down to a 43.7% win rate against the support average of 50.5. Rival win way down, 36.8% for the heavy Gundam, 49.1 across all supports. And yeah, it was almost 30,000 points down on the average damage. 78,846 is the average. It was doing 49,943. Interestingly, though, MS losses were actually down at that cost again, though. So, yeah. Then at 600 at level 4, win rate was 41.1% versus the average support win at 651.2% across all of them. That's interesting. Likewise, the rival win rate across all supports at 600 is 51.1, and Heavy Gundam was at 30. And it was actually more. It was at least 33,000 down on the average damage. 89,103 is the average across all supports at that cost, and it was doing 56. And this time, MS losses were up. Average for supports is 3.1, and it was at 3.2. So yeah, it definitely needed help at the higher levels. I see why they gave it, more skills at that cost. But yeah, obviously, demo is doing pretty well with it at 600 this time. So yeah, I'd say that the buffs definitely helped.